Hey there, all my sexy friends. How are you? If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Shara, and I am going to show you guys what I'm going to be doing for the month of November and December. I finished up October with my 31 plus Halloween coloring pages. So I did a page a day. I did miss one day, but I made up for it, and I actually think I did 33 Halloween pictures in the month of October. And I'm done with October, and it's November 1st, and I'm ready to bring on the holidays. This is my favorite time of year. I love fall. I love the cool weather. I love the hustle, the bustle, the early dark evenings. I prefer to have nature run its course, and we have our shorter days in the fall. It's just nice. It just reminds everyone to slow down once in a while and refocus. And so I always, plus I always love to fall back and gain that hour back of sleep. It really always made me mad when I lost it in the spring. Oh, I would be so mad to lose that hour, and I would be so thankful to get it back in the fall. So I will be showing you the coloring books that I'm going to be working through. I am going to color mostly Christmas from now until the end of December. I will be traveling back to New Zealand December 29, and so I probably will be coloring Christmas pictures right up until Christmas Day. And I am going to be part of the Christmas Colorathon that's being hosted by Nick and Tina. I don't know what time slot I'm in, but I think I'm going to be slotted for that Sunday, and I can't recall the dates right now. It's on my phone, but I'm sure that we'll keep you informed on all of that. And I'm very excited. I've done live streams before, but I have not done a colorathon, so I think it'll be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and a little nervous, but excited. So first off, I want to start with this Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights. I didn't, this isn't Christmas, but I got this book in, and I don't think I've gotten any new books in the month of October. I think I did get a couple of Halloween ones, but I may have got those before and shown you those already. But this one is one that Christine had mentioned on her live stream that she wanted it, but that it was expensive and she wouldn't put it in her wish list. So I found it on Etsy for a really good price, brand new. The seller, I don't think she has any more. This was the last copy. She had 2 copies, and I bought the last one. But she's a pretty cool seller. She wrapped everything so beautifully. And her name is Pink Pussycat with a K Vintage. And oh, she was just awesome. It was fast shipping, and it was wrapped up so beautifully. I posted a picture of mine on Instagram to show. It just makes you feel good when you get, even if it's a package of stuff that you've bought for yourself, something wrapped up nicely just makes a girl feel good, and it made me feel good. And it was wrapped up all pretty, and then it is just a gorgeous book. I watched the movie last night. I admit I have not ever read the book. I watched the movie last night. It was, whatever. I don't know if I watched the decent version of it, or I don't know, but I will maybe watch a different version. It was okay. It just wasn't, my cup of tea. I thought the main character was kind of a chump. I didn't like him. Anyway. And so I just I didn't fall in love with it, but I fell in love with this book. It is gorgeous. It's got this foil embossed cover. It's one of those, I think it's called a French flap when it opens up like this. So this is all, it could be colored more like a repeating pattern if you wanted to color that, but it's smooth and could take even fine liners or something like that. But it's very beautiful, and it's about the same size as a Joanna Basford. In fact, I think I had them up against each other, and they're exactly the same size, as square. And so it's it's published by Doubleday Books, and we'll just go through it. I'm not going to show you every page. It is a very large book. But when I saw Christine show it on her channel, you can see all the pages here. It's a very, very large book with lots of pages to color. It kind of has stuff for everyone. It has really tiny, intricate designs, and then some more simple designs. It is double-sided, so you wouldn't want to use marker, but you could go in there with your, or you wouldn't want to use alcohol marker, but you could go in with your water-based markers. I'm pretty sure this paper is quite thick. It's nice. It's very smooth. It's not coated at all. It's just a very smooth cardstock. It's probably, I don't know, I'm not very good at judging weights of paper, but it is really nice, and I think it will take pencil nicely, and probably, you know, whatever you want to throw at it. Like I said, you want to put alcohol marker, because it will go through, unless you just don't care what's on the other side. So it is just gorgeous. I like a pretty book. It's big, it's substantial, it's got just some really lovely images, and it's got a quote from the book throughout. There's quotes, and it always tells you who, you know, the character that the quote was by. Heathcliff made this quote. Yeah, he's weird. I didn't like him. I was never rooting for him. I don't know. It just wasn't a good movie for me. And I'm sure maybe the book is different. Maybe I picked the wrong version of the movie to watch. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. But the coloring book is definitely for me. So this isn't Christmas. I don't think there's anything Christmas related in it. So I don't know if I'll be coloring in this in the next several weeks. But I wanted to show that to you because it is gorgeous. And I wanted to give a shout out. Although she doesn't have any more of these books, and I apologize for taking the last one. She only had 2. She's not necessarily a bookseller, but she is an awesome seller on Etsy. And I may have said eBay earlier, and it wasn't eBay, it was Etsy. And her name is Pink Pussycat, Pussycat with a K instead of a C, Vintage. And she was really great, and I just loved how she wrapped up everything. So that is that. And now I'm going to just start going through the books that I'm going to color in. These are the books I already have on hand. I don't think I'll be purchasing anymore. I have quite a bit here to color, but you never know. I tend to like to download pictures on PDF, and so I may be doing that if I find some, but I really have a good selection here. This is by Hannah Carlzon, and it's the Winter Dreams postcard book. Now it's very well loved because I've colored in it quite a bit, and I have torn pages out, so it is kind of falling apart. These are 2 images that I colored already that I haven't. This one I put down what I used. I don't think I used all that on there. Maybe I did. You know, just I had colored several of these because I used them as gifts last year. I actually framed them in beautiful double matted frames, and so this is a 5x7, I think, maybe a 4x6, and I matted it to a large 8x10 size frame. Maybe bigger, so that it looked really beautiful. And those are for my sister and my sisters. And then I made a big one from Joanna Basford's artist edition of Secret Garden, and that's really large, and I colored a beautiful picture in there and then mounted it on a double matted frame as well, much larger. So it just really just added a lot to the to the postcard and or to the print, and it looked really nice. I have those on Instagram. But anyway, so I'll be coloring some of these. I think they're great. You can actually mail them. I wouldn't, because they'll get dirty and bent up and stuff. But you can always pop one in an envelope after you've colored it and send it. And it's just a nice, you can write something on the back, and it's just a nice Christmas card if you want to take the time to do that. So I really think I'm going to be coloring some of these, and beautiful. I love them. So this was actually my very first Hannah Carlzon book I got. It was just this little tiny one. So anyway, so that's Winter Dreams, and it's just 20 postcards, and that's very pretty. And then I have Fairy Miracles, and I know, whoop, let me get this out of the way. Sorry, I need to make some adjustments here. Sorry guys. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I injured my knee, so I already have enough of a problem walking because of my stroke. And I went ahead and dislocated my knee the other day, and it kind of popped out and popped back in. And so that was, of course, on my opposite side of my stroke affected side. So my sister's like, oh, was it your right leg? And I said, no, it was my left. And she says, oh, so now you can't walk at all. And I said, exactly. So my knee was kind of giving out on me the way I was standing. I stand here to stream, and I was up on a stool so I could see make sure that everything was in line, but I think I'm okay. Anyway, I had started this at the beginning of the year. I think I got it in January, and I had every intention of coloring a page, to get through the entire book by Christmas. And as you can see, I did probably 20 pages, and I gave up that plan, and I have quite a bit to go. So there is probably no way I'm getting through this because I was doing the opposite page, even though it's a repetitive patterns. I was doing the full page spread, and I just got worn out, burnout on it, and I got some new books, and I just stopped coloring in it. But it has some great Christmas images, so I will be skipping. I was doing it in order, and I am going to, change that as well. This reminds me of Bob Ross. That is so cute. I never even saw that. That is so adorable. Ah, cute. So I know that there's Christmas. There's a gingerbread house there, and the sled ride, and then shopping or caroling. It looks like shopping. Very cute. So these are definitely, there's some hot chocolate being made over a fire. So these are very, very holiday themed designs. So I will definitely be coloring in this. This even looks like a little elf here. I don't know if this is a holiday one, but oh, well, there you go. There's a gingerbread man right there, so I guess it is. Anyway, so I will be coloring from Fairy Miracles for sure. And then I also, let me put this back. I'm trying to preserve this book as best I can. Just put a piece of tracing paper in between, and I don't know, it kind of makes me think it will be protected better. And then I have Magical Delights, and I think I have only colored the cover, the first page, and I haven't even finished that. So again, I have not gone through the whole book, but I'm pretty certain there'll be some designs that can be colored in a Christmas theme, or coloring, and can be done during the holidays. So I really like this book as well. She is just amazing. I just love all of her designs. Oh, how cute is that? Like this one. This definitely could be a holiday scene. I know there was one with a lantern. I don't know if that was, oh yeah, here. This one would be perfect with the pomegranates and the lantern. And I think that could definitely be, you can do the really evergreen color on the leaves, and this would be a very beautiful holiday style picture. So anyway, I will be coloring in this. And then I have Tenderful Enchantments, and I have not colored anything in this one, and I don't even know if, see, I think like this is definitely could be done up to look like Christmas. Totally, the kids sleeping, and you can turn this into Santa's sack or something, and you've got the fire stove or the stove going on here. Everyone's snoozing, and you know that could totally be done up like Christmas. So this book as well, I will be picking out some pages. I'm very excited. So everyone has seen this book, and there are lots of pages I'm sure that I will be able to make into a nice Christmas feeling. So there's that one. And now I have Coloring Book Cafe. I have the Country Christmas Coloring Book, and this one is you know, traditional, sort of old-fashioned kind of country scenes, Christmas scenes, old-fashioned looking Santa. Well, I guess Santa hasn't really changed, but he's definitely not a modern Santa. So anyway, I won't flip through all of these. If anybody wants a full flip through of any of these books, I'm sure there's plenty of them out there. But if anybody really wants one, please let me know, and I will stop and do that. So this one will be perfect for. I guess I have colored a little bit in here, my plan is to actually color in the books, even though it's on Amazon paper, and I've really gotten used to printing my own PDFs. I am determined to start coloring in these books, and not just copying them and printing them out. I may do that on some if I really feel like I want the paper quality to be better, but I really want to start using my markers. I did buy the 180 set. Oh, that one's there. 180 set of Cali Art markers, and I used to have the 100 set of Cali Arts, and when I bought a set of Copics secondhand, I thought I would not need the Cali Arts, and I was wrong. I am not quite good enough with markers yet, and I've just kind of stored the Copics in a flat, neat order, and I'll still pull them out occasionally, but I'm really just trying to better myself with markers. And so I did buy the 180 set, and I love it. I'm in the process of swatching them out, and I don't usually swatch, but with the markers I feel I need to, because they are so different than what sometimes what the cap color is. So anyway, I'm going to use the markers to put a base down, or to incorporate them into the pictures. I have been posting a little bit more online on Instagram of me coloring with marker. So this book is Santa's Little Christmas by Coloring Book Cafe, and this is more cartoonish and cutesy. You know, you can see Santa is just precious, and oh, sorry guys, I love this, his little feet sticking out. Of course, this landscape, a landscape, a landscape. Okay, I won't flip through all of it, but you can see that that they're definitely adorable and more cutesy, more cartoony than the last book, but it's very cute. And this one is super tiny. This might have to be done with fine liners or something, but nonetheless, they're very adorable, and I will be coloring in this book as well. I don't know if any of you have seen this one. I haven't seen that much on it, so if you guys want to flip through, a full flip through, let me know. It's very cute. Oh, I love that one. I love snowmen. And I will definitely do a flip through if you want it. Oh, isn't this cute? It's supposed to look like a minivan, and Santa's got the tree stuffed in there. Of course, it's already decorated, which I think is really hysterical. And he's taken off, so. Anyway, that's Santa's Little Christmas by Coloring Book Cafe. And then I have Whimsical Winter Wonderland by Molly Harrison. And I have colored in here. This is, I love Molly Harrison, and I love the characters, and I just have a blast with her. I really had fun with the Halloween ones. I've had these books for a year. I think I got this one towards the end. I have some sparkle here, some stickles, and it looks like some Wink of Stella. This one was one of my favorites. I love this. It's got lots of stickles and glitter, gel pen here, and it's got the 3 colors. It was in a sketch box or a scrawler box. It came with this pink, the blue, and the purple, and there was 3 pencils and then 3 Bic markers in the same colors. So other than her hair and the skin, and then this one snowflake, everything was done with the 3 colors, and then I did put stickles. But I love it. I think it's so cute. She's just so cute. And so there's some beautiful pictures in here, and I definitely will be bringing those out, coloring in that. That was, sorry, Whimsical Winter Wonderland coloring book by Molly Harrison. And again, if you want full flip throughs of anything, let me know. Here is Winter Dreamlings and by Edwina McNamee, and I love this. I didn't get a lot of time to color in this. I think I bought it towards the end of the season last year. What's going on with this page? It is very, very dry here. I have the humidifier on, but it's so dry I have no moisture to turn the pages, and everything's staticky. I brushed my hair this morning, and whoo, there were sparks flying off my head. This is very cute, and the images come, 2 of them. There's one I did. Another one with lots of sparkle. I see Wink of Stella. I see glitter gel pen. I see stickles. This one comes with the image in white, and then it comes with the black background. So, and then the black pages. The black on the back doesn't do a thing other than maybe hide some alcohol marker. You still see it, but not like the colorful version. It's just you'll see the outline, but it does not prevent the color from going through the page to the next page. So it actually is just a waste of black ink, if you ask me. It costs the artist a lot more money to do it that way. I don't care what's on the back. In fact, when you're coloring on one that's black in the back, sometimes if you're using alcohol marker, you get that color, not that it bleeds, but it shows through and gives you a really deceiving view of what the ink looks like until it dries. So I just think it's a waste of time to make the back not look so colorful. It does nothing. A lot of people think it prevents the alcohol marker from going through, and it doesn't. And if you're on one of these and just using pencil, you need to pop in another page, because the pressure from you drawing can put the ink from here onto the next image. So I just think it's a waste of ink. That's a lot of black ink, and we know how much ink is for printers, so I just don't think it's needed. Anyway, I did some here. I really went wild with the stickles and the ink of Stella. Very, very beautiful. So anyway, I will definitely be coloring out of this because, hedgehog. Hedgehog, I just saw a hedgehog. Probably why I bought this book. Where is it? I know I saw a hedgehog. Oh, cute. Oh, there it is, Hedgehog Family. 3 of them. All right, so there's that one. That is Winter Dreamlings by Edwina McNamee. So I'll be doing that one. And then I have Nice Little Town Christmas 2 by Tatiana Bogema Stolova. And I have done the cover again, sparkly. This was December 1st of 2018. And it is really sparkly. That looks really good. I like that. So I think I have done one page in here. Again, this has got the black background, so you got to be really careful when you're coloring with pencil on it. And remember, it does not protect the marker from going through. I think I use marker on here. I can show you what it does. Do you see how it's more like ghosted instead of the actual color? See here where the white is? I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. There you go. See right here, the color shows through, where when it's on the black, it's just ghosted. But that doesn't really matter. There's no reason for it. I personally think it's a waste of ink. So I don't know, but anyway, so when you're coloring, the dark can come through and really look a little odd until it fully dries. So it looks like I did marker and pencil on this. So this is really cute as well. A lot of, oh, I started that one. A little mouse. He's eating some uncolored cookies or parts of a gingerbread house. I'm very sorry. So I didn't finish that one. But anyway, it's super adorable. The sleeping mice. And I think this is the only book I have from the Nice Little Town series. But this one's very cute. And I will be coloring in this. And I have Creative Haven's Vintage Christmas Greetings coloring book. And this is more kind of like that country Christmas book that I showed you by Coloring Book Cafe. Sorry for the dry skin. Oh, it's making it impossible. I love Creative Haven because they always have, the pages are always perforated. So this one is, it gives a holiday, or is it a Christmas greeting on each page. And so it could be used, you could color it and put it on a package. And they do tear out very easily because of the perforation. And Creative Haven, their books are inexpensive, but they are on decent paper. Way better than the Amazon paper. It's smoother, so it doesn't leave the white spots. It's not as grainy looking. So I like, you know, it's not cardstock by any means, but it's a better quality paper than what comes in the Amazon books. But very cute, and like I said, every page has a greeting, and they're very vintage looking, cherub looking faces, and I really love this too. And it's a good, you know, Creative Haven, another thing is that they always have, you know, pretty hefty book. There's one I did with some stickles and Wink of Stella. You know, they always have pretty good sized books, and the images don't repeat. It's all single, you know, all one image. And, you know, like this one's so cute with the little elf and loving Christmas wishes there. So very, very cute. And so I will be coloring in this book. And finally, my favorite, Hannah Lynn. I have colored so many Hannah Lynns for Halloween, and I have a blast. I think I realized that Hannah Lynn is probably, she's probably my favorite images to color, just because even though they're similar, they're not the same, and they're girls, and they're sassy, and I don't know, I love them. I think that we all are, you know, a lot of us are drawn to Hannah Lynn because they're so fun to color, and we get to do skin, but then we get to do some fun stuff, and some are, you know, harder than others. I did do some in this, and now you saw there was double images, so I felt like I ruined this one. I put the, you know, this one was done a year ago, and I put the highlight incorrect. I did it right here, but I didn't do it where I thought it should go here. After I did it, not before. I didn't think, well, that's the wrong place to put it, let me stick it there. No, it was afterwards that I decided that probably wasn't the right place for the highlight. Anyway, so I have, and I did use marker on the trees, and then the rest was done with Prismacolors, it looks like. And so this I started with the ginger root from Prisma, so I was gonna do this one, but I never did. Anyway, there are so many images in this book. There was one of my favorites. I did this. This was October or November of last year. This was one of my favorites. I loved it. I loved the simple palette of the brown and pink and cream. I loved it. I thought it looked so cute and so inviting, and I just wanted to sip that hot chocolate and eat that peppermint stick. So I think I will be, I think I'm going to be printing this one out. It comes, I have it on PDF from a sample pack, and I think I want to print this out and do it many times over with different colors, and see, you know, do red and green, and do blue and gold, and all the different combinations of winter and Christmas themes I can think of. And it's so much fun to color, and I just think it comes out so cute. So that would be fun to color it multiple times, and post those. So anyway, this book, I'm sure a lot of you have it. This was another one of my favorites. I really liked. That was another simple palette. I just used 2 kinds of pink, maybe 3 kinds of pink, and then silver, and then her hair, and I just loved it. It came out so good, and I loved her. Oh, my Sassy Mermaid. I think that was one of the first times I stepped out of my comfort zone and colored with a different color hair, and I made her Christmassy with her tail and her suit, but I kind of went out on a limb with her hair, and I think I did all pencil. Yep, all pencil. And then of course I did Wink of Stella, and looks like I did Wink of Stella all over the place, and it is very cute. I really like that one. And so I have lots and lots that I can color from this book, and redo her, so that I'm more satisfied with her. Anyway, so those are the coloring books that I'm going to be coloring with in the next several weeks. And I wanted to thank everyone who saw on Instagram that my 2-month-old granddaughter was in the hospital. She was very ill, and we weren't sure what was wrong. She stayed in the hospital for a few days. Everyone's good thoughts and well wishes and prayers were definitely, I am grateful for those, and she is well. She's home. They never did quite find out what the illness was from, but her body just seemed to recover. They tried twice on that poor little thing to get a lumbar puncture to get some spinal fluid because they just could not find the infection, and they knew there was one because of the high fever and the rapid heart rate. But they were unable to get any fluid both times that they tried the lumbar puncture. So her back was pretty swollen and bruised, but you know, we knew that it was needed, and she's fully recovered. She is happy and sweet as ever. No problems, and it was a big sigh of relief for her parents, and of course for Grandma so far away. I was just ready to jump on a plane and get to New Zealand, but my daughter stayed with her the entire time, and she continued to nurse, and I really believe that helped just whatever she had, my daughter being so close to her daughter, and breastfeeding. You know, breast milk is amazing. Our breasts almost like have their own little brain in them, and they adjust the milk to what the baby needs, and whatever the baby was exposed to, my daughter's exposed to too, because she's right there with the baby. And so then her body makes up the antibodies that my granddaughter maybe couldn't make up herself, and then those are passed on through the breast milk, and it's just pretty amazing what they're finding out about the breast. They are like a separate brain, all in their own, and how they adjust to the baby's needs. And with her breastfeeding too, she's got a 15-month-old, and then she just actually turned 3 months old on the 1st of November, and her body adjusts when she's feeding the older boy. When she's feeding Liam, Yum Yum gets what he needs, and when she's feeding Gata gets what she needs. So the breasts are amazing, and it's just incredible. Anyway, I don't need to go off on that. If that makes anyone uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Breast. Let's just make it a comfortable word, because it is the way we're supposed to feed our babies. Anyway, I wanted to thank everyone. It made me feel very supported and loved in the community when everyone reached out and expressed their concern and their well wishes, and that made me feel great. And then rejoiced when she was given the all clear and was able to go home. And I thank you all for that. If I didn't thank you personally on Instagram or Facebook, I'm thanking you now. It meant so much to me. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to make this quick little video to say happy Halloween in the past, and all of that was wonderful, and now it's time to move on, and I'm ready for Christmas. So I am going to start with, got Christmas music playing already, and I'm going to be coloring mostly Christmas from now on, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful fall, and we are headed into shorter days and longer nights, and I hope everyone has something fun to snuggle up to and sip something warm and color or diamond paint or read, whatever makes you feel comfortable and relaxed, and slow it down a little bit and enjoy this nature's way of telling us to slow down a little. Even though we're going to be hustle and bustle for the holidays, I think it's nature's way of telling us, hey, take a breather, stay indoors for a little while, enjoy, relax, bundle up, stay warm. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and had a very safe and happy Halloween last night. And I hope all of you stay sexy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.